Today we're going over the worst All-Stars ever. Just the most undeserving, they played a role player play and somehow they got an All-Star game. Doesn't make sense. But if you like player slander, you'll love this video, man. There's a whole lot of player slander. We gonna be talking some shit to some NBA players that make more money than us. Let's get straight into it. Now let's start off hot, man. One of the most hated players in the NBA right now, Drummond. This man in 2015-16 was putting up 16 points, 15 rebounds, shooting 52% from the field as a center, and 36% from the free throw line. You heard that right, man. 36%. That was an all-star. That's crazy. You know, for some of the worst all-stars ever, he doesn't make a lot of people's list, but he makes my list because you just know right now that he's not impactful. When he got a very good Blake Griffin, who just balled out in 2019, they only made the 8th seed. And it just shows Drummond's impact was not a positive at all, as Blake Griffin was literally like the best player on that team, and the second best player might have been Reggie Jackson. That's just how bad and how unimpactful Drummond is. I hate him to this day. At number 9, we have Jeff Teague. Now, Jeff Teague probably doesn't have a bottom 10 All-Star season ever, but I do relate it to what he performed in the playoffs. He wasn't that great in the playoffs and never was, and just went back to being a role player after this season. I mean, he was just never that amazing of a player. This season, he averaged 16 points and 7 assists, shooting 46% from the field and 34% from 3. Now, the reason Jeff Teague is this low is because he was on a Hawks team that disappointed, and, well, they shouldn't have been disappointed. They were ass, but people really thought that they were good because they had like 4 All-Stars at one point. And then at number 8 on the worst All-Stars ever, we have Kyle Korver. Now, Kyle Korver is an amazing three-point shooter. But what else is he besides that? Well, he's nothing. He didn't deserve this all-star appearance just because all he did was shoot three-pointers. Now, he shot 49% from 3 this season on 6 attempts a game. Now, that's ridiculous. This motherfucker was shooting the skin off the peel. But look, he didn't deserve it because we know how disappointing that Hawks team was. That Hawks team wasn't shit, even though they had 4 all-stars. They might not, all 4 of them might not be the most undeserving all-stars ever, but they're just not great players. And at number 7, we have Brad Miller. Now, why my descriptions on these players are so small is because there's nothing to talk about. These motherfuckers are boring. When you go to an all-star game, you want to see people dunk and do all that crazy shit, you know what I mean? Be like Giannis, be 7 foot and just do crazy things. No, these motherfuckers are not it. These boys are bland, boring. These are the motherfuckers to be in layup lines at the all-star game. Layup lines, not even dunking. They pull up in some damn jeans. But at number 7, we have Brad Miller. Brad Miller, he was a solid role player for his career. Eventually in his career, he became like a stretch 5. You know, he started shooting the three-point more often. And at one point in his career, he shot 41% from 3, albeit on 0.8 attempts a game. But that's still some sort of a volume. Brad Miller this season was fine. You know what I mean? 13 points. 8 rebounds, shooting 49% from the field. He just wasn't that much of an impact player, and like I said, boring. And at number 6, we have B.J. Armstrong. B.J. Armstrong was a definition of an average player his whole career. Now, the reason he got this all-star vote was because the Chicago Bulls were good, and this is after Michael Jordan retired in 1994. For the season, he averaged 15 points and 4 assists, shooting 47% from the field and 44% from 3. He didn't have a bad season at all, but he just wasn't the player to be an all-star. I mean, he was like a role player his whole career. At what point in his career do you think, let me put B.J. Armstrong on the East All-Stars? On the East, that was filled with like Shaquille O'Neal back in the days. And at number 5, we have Theo Ratliff. Now, this is a Tristan Thompson ass jit. Now, if you don't know what that means, Theo Ratliff was average. He was cool. I mean, he did some things in his career, not much. But this season, he averaged 12 points, 8 rebounds, and 3.7 blocks, which actually led the league. So, it was Tristan Thompson with a Hakeem block. And at number 4, we have Dale Davis. Now, when I said there are going to be some Tristan Thompson-ass people on this list, I wasn't lying. Dale Davis, in his all-star year, dropped 10 points, 10 rebounds, shooting 50% from the field. Tristan Thompson in 2012-2013 dropped 12 points, 10 rebounds, almost 50% from the field. Ladies and gentlemen, Tristan Thompson would be an all-star if it was 2000. That is just disgusting. And at number 3, we have Anthony Mason. Anthony Mason in 2000-2001 dropped 16 points, 10 rebounds, 3 assists, that's actually cool for a big man. Shit, I'll take it. Shooting 48% from the field. Now, Anthony Mason was the definition of empty. His stats were empty as hell. Cool, you dropped 16 and 10 a night, but they were empty. That's why he's worse than Dale Davis. Dale Davis has some defense. Like I said, Dale Davis is Tristan Thompson, bruh. You know what you're getting from Tristan Thompson. Anthony Mason was just a weird player. And at number 2, we have 1988-1989, Mark Eaton. Mark Eaton was known for defense. Cool. But this man dropped 6 points per game, 10 rebounds per game, shooting 46% from the field. 46% from the field as a 7'4" center. What are you doing, Mark Eaton? Give me that hype, bro. I swear to God, I'm dropping a cool double-double. Not 6 and 10, for damn sure. Mark Eaton, that's the only all-star appearance of his career. And now for the worst all-star ever. We have James Donaldson. Now, why he's the worst is because nobody knows him. James Donaldson can go to a family reunion and nobody will even notice who this motherfucker is. Who knows who James Donaldson is, bruh? I swear to God, man, I had to go deep in the dark webs to find out who the hell this guy is. In 1987, 1988, he dropped 7 points per game, 9 rebounds, and 56% from the field. Okay, congratulations. You're a backup center. He wasn't even a backup center at the time. He was actually starting, which is nasty. It's disgusting. James Donaldson. Nobody knows who this man is. Worst all-star ever.
It be around me cause I don't trust a soul, yeah. Niggas switching up on they bros, yeah. Changing up for these hoes, yeah. That's why I don't fuck around, ayy. Smoking up dope out the zip. Y'all niggas savage, we still remain trip. My niggas savage, we clutch on that grip, yeah. I really be in this shit, I don't give a fuck about your feelings, bitch.